If you're thinking about a new SUV right now, hold off. The numbers say wait. One brand recalled 24.4 million vehicles in a single year. Another pushed a software update that killed engines on the interstate. 10 years of engineering made SUVs worse, not better. I'm counting down 7 reasons a 2015 SUV now outperforms a 2026. The engineering that changed, the cost nobody warns you about, and the recall data behind it all. Number 1 puts a 5-year price tag on every failure in this countdown, plus a bonus on 2026 models that actually work. Let's get it. At number 7, they replaced bulletproof engines with ticking time bombs. In 2015, most SUVs ran naturally aspirated engines. No turbo, no extra heat, no pressure. Just air and fuel doing what they've done for decades. Those engines routinely hit 200,000 miles on oil changes alone. Some pushed well past 300,000. Now open the hood on a 2026 SUV. Turbocharger spinning at 280,000 revolutions per minute and hitting 1,650 degrees Fahrenheit. On a daily driver. More heat means more stress on seals, gaskets, oil lines, bearings, all of it. J.D. Power's been tracking a big jump in engine failures on the latest models, specifically the inline 4s. Most of those are turbocharged. And it's not just the engine. The transmission's changed too. Most new SUVs come with CVTs instead of a real automatic now. A regular automatic goes 200,000 to 300,000 miles. You can rebuild it for $800 to $1,200. The CVTs average around 100,000 miles and can't be rebuilt at all. When they go, they go. Full replacement runs $4,000 to $8,000. Nissan had to pay $277 million settling lawsuits over CVT failures in just the Rogue and Pathfinder. That's not a design debate, that's a courtroom. The 2015 Toyota 4Runner ran a 4.0-liter V6 with a 5-speed automatic. No turbo, no CVT. Mechanics have seen these go past 400,000 miles on the original drivetrain. The 2026 4Runner, turbo 4-cylinder, completely unproven. Same truck, different engine philosophy. One has a decade of data behind it, the other is asking you to trust it. Remember that truck. Next one runs on more code than a fighter jet. And it sits in your driveway. Number 6, your SUV has more software than a combat aircraft. Most people wouldn't put software on a reliability list, but it belongs here. It connects to almost every problem coming up. Back then, an SUV ran on roughly 100 million lines of code. Enough to handle the engine, transmission, and basic electronics. A 2026 SUV runs on 200 to 650 million. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner uses 14 million. The F-22 Raptor uses 1.7 million. A family SUV now has them both beat by a factor of 100. That code controls everything. Braking, steering, throttle, lane keeping, adaptive cruise, the parking cameras, the infotainment screen you fight with every morning. A typical SUV in 2015 had 30 to 50 electronic control units. Now, it's 80 to 150. Each one is a small computer talking to all the others. And each one can fail. J.D. Power found software causes 55% of all vehicle complaints. Infotainment alone generates 42.6 problems per 100 vehicles. One system creating more complaints than entire cars did a decade ago. A 2015 Lexus RX 350 had a 6-cylinder engine, a 6-speed automatic, and physical buttons you could operate without looking. No screens to die, no modules to fail. Maintenance runs less than $50 a month. That's what simple gets you. If you thought turbos and software were bad, wait until your car updates itself overnight. At number 5, your dealer can brick your car from a desktop. Yeah, this one sounds like it belongs in a tech video, not a car video. Hear me out. Jeep pushed an OTA update to 24,238 Wrangler 4xe models. Engine shut off at highway speed. No warning, no limp mode. Just dead on the interstate at 70 miles an hour. Jeep's own word for the recall, not effective. The manufacturer's fix broke the car worse than the original problem. J.D. Power found 40% of owners received a software update in the past year, and only 27% said it helped. 15% said it made things worse. OTA updates caused a 14% jump in reported problems overall. Nobody asked for the update, nobody approved it, and now the car runs worse than it did yesterday. One morning the car works fine. Next morning something changed. The owner has zero say in the matter. As an older SUV doesn't get updates because it doesn't need them. Nothing's connected to the internet. Nothing changes while you sleep. Your 2015 4Runner, second time it's shown up, doesn't get patches. Doesn't need them. And the model's most likely to get hit with bad updates, the brand new ones. Redesigns in 2026 are averaging 241 problems per 100 vehicles. Carryover designs sit at 196. That's a 23% penalty for buying the newest version. Full price for the privilege of being the beta tester. Consumer Reports' Jake Fisher said it best. Avoid first model year redesigns. They're almost always the most problematic vehicles on sale. The ones that have been around a few years have had the kinks worked out. The new ones haven't. The industry-wide numbers are about to stop looking real. Number 4, and the recall numbers are hard to believe. 24.4 million vehicles recalled in 2025. Ford alone hit 153 individual recall campaigns. That's double their previous record. I looked it up twice. Double. GM had to recall nearly 600,000 vehicles for a 6.2-liter V8 that can fail while driving. Then another 20,000 for a 10-speed transmission that drops into neutral going 70. NHTSA investigated, GM issued a fix, owner said it didn't work, and NHTSA reopened the case. The fix didn't fix it. Owners are still driving those trucks, still waiting. The GMC Acadia scored 14 out of 100 on Consumer Reports, lowest of anything tested. Bull 14. The Blazer EV pulled a 19. The Mazda CX-90 plug-in, 20. Problems in 13 separate areas on a single vehicle. And it's not just gas SUVs struggling. 7 of the 10 least reliable vehicles on sale right now are EVs or plug-in hybrids. The new tech isn't solving the reliability problem, it's making it worse. Electrical system recalls now make up 30% of all recalled units. Not engines, not brakes, electronics. A category that barely existed at this scale a decade ago. Back in 2015, most recalls had nothing to do with the cars. Takata airbags, Denso fuel pumps, shared supplier problems across the industry. The cars themselves were solid. The 2015 Lexus GX460 had 0 NHTSA recalls, not 0 major ones. 0, period. CarComplaints.com shows just 80 total complaints on the 2015 RX. Numbers that low barely register. Today, 72.7 million vehicles on American roads carry an open recall. 1 in 4 cars on the road right now. Look around next time you're in traffic. Count 4 cars. One of them has an open recall that hasn't been fixed. A 2015 SUV probably had its recall handled years ago. A 2026 might still be waiting for a fix that doesn't exist yet. Now it hits where it really hurts. Your wallet. If this is changing how you think about your next car, hit subscribe. We're in the top 3 now, and the numbers only get more convincing. You'll want to see number 1. At number 3, new SUVs are designed to be unrepairable. Now it shows. Crack a windshield on a 2015 SUV and you're paying $300 to $600. Done. Walk out the same day. Crack one on a 2026 with ADAS cameras behind the glass. $600 to $1,200 for the windshield, then $250 to $700 for mandatory recalibration. A $1,000 windshield on a family SUV. And when the infotainment screen dies, on a 2015, you're replacing a stereo. $200 at a shop. On a 2026, that screen controls your climate, navigation, backup camera, and half your settings. A replacement runs $1,500 to $3,500 at the dealer. $3,000 for a screen, while you're still making payments. A mechanic with 40 years in the business put it this way: we don't just replace a windshield anymore, we recalibrate it. More parts means more that can break. Every part costs more to fix, and half the time the dealer is the only one with the software to do it. Then there's what you can't fix at all: sealed transmissions with no dipstick and no drain plug. A software-locked parts that only the dealer can reset. One sensor fails, you replace the whole module at full price. They built it that way on purpose. RepairPal ranks the 2015 Mazda CX-5 first out of 26 midsize SUVs at $447 a year to maintain. A CR-V from the same year, $407 a year for everything, the whole car. A 4Runner sits at $514 with a 4.0 out of 5 reliability score. Bills you can actually budget for, cheap to fix and built to run. Somebody tracked 400 million vehicles to see which ones actually last. The 2015 S1, that's next. Number 2, and this is where it turns. 2015 was the last time cars were built to last. J.D. Power measured 142 problems per 100 vehicles for 2015 models. Today, 204, a 44% increase in 1 decade. 3 straight years getting worse, and it's picking up speed. Lexus held the #1 dependability spot for 7 straight years during that window. This Toyota won more segment awards than anyone else. That era of engineering was the last generation before everything got complicated. And the proof keeps stacking up. IC cars tracked over 400 million vehicles. The Toyota Sequoia has a 39.1% chance of reaching 250,000 miles. Average car sits at 4.8%. The top 10 vehicles owners keep for 15 years or more: 7 Toyotas, 2 Hondas, 1 Subaru. All Japanese, all from that generation. Not a single European or American vehicle cracked the list. Consumer Reports still rates the 2015 RX above average today. The 4Runner from that year has just 139 complaints on carcomplaints.com across its entire run, and the GX 460 sits at 80. Vehicles with almost no problems at all. Average vehicle age in America hit a record 12.8 years in 2025. People looked at the new models, looked at the reliability data, and decided to stay put. The old ones still work, and the new ones scare them. A paid-off 2015 SUV costs $5,400 to $7,100 a year to own. Insurance, gas, maintenance, everything. A new 2026 SUV with payments run $16,600 to $23,700. $10,000 to $16,000 apart every single year. Run that math yourself. Over 5 years, that's $50,000 to $80,000. A down payment on a house. At a fully funded emergency account. 2 years of a kid's college tuition. Gone. Because the new one is worse built and costs more to keep running. The average new SUV payment is $772 a month. Over 20% of buyers now pay more than $1,000. That's $12,000 a year before insurance, gas, or a single oil change. A 2015 4Runner sitting in your driveway? 4th time it's come up. 0. You own it outright. Depreciation tells the same story. And a new $50,000 SUV loses $27,500 to $30,000 in value over 5 years. That's 55 to 60% of the sticker gone. Burn. A 2015 4Runner lost 1 to 7% over the last 3 years. Flatlined. People know it's reliable and the market priced that in. Now line up a 2026 4Runner at $48,590 and a 2015 at $20,000. 5 years later, the new one cost you over $16,000 a year. The 2015 cost under $6,000, still worth almost what you paid. The new one lost 30 grand, same badge on the hood. Date to buy new in 2026, 4 SUVs passed every test. Here's exactly what they are. If you're on a tight budget, the Subaru Crosstrek at $27,000 is the move. Need more space? Forester Hybrid at $35,000. 3 rows? Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid, around $42,000. And the Honda Passport at $45,000 runs a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 with a 10-speed automatic. No turbo, no CVT. The exact formula that works. A few more worth looking at. The Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, Acura MDX, and Chevrolet Tahoe all run traditional powertrains too. And Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis back theirs with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranties, double what Toyota offers. Avoid first-year redesigns, 23% more problems every single time. And stay away from any brand that fell apart on this list. If the company's in trouble, your warranty is in trouble. 10 years of engineering made SUVs worse, not better. 7 reasons. One truck kept proving it. Every video I've done on what to buy and what to avoid is in the playlist right here.